What? Nobody told me there was a new DLC out. But just give me 1 second, I just need to ring the devil to sell my soul to be able to afford this DLC. Just kidding, I've got plenty of money, and hell, even if I wanted to sell my soul, that thing's been gone for months now. So hello and welcome, it's me, iSorrowsproductions, and I'm going to give you an unbiased review of Or Dishonor. And of course, many of you are probably wondering, well, how can you do an unbiased review? You're a big sellout to the Paradox corporate machine because you bought the DLC. Well, therein lies the answer. I bought the DLC. They won't give it me for free. Although, to be fair, I did forget the DLC was coming out and completely forgot to ask for it for free, so I just ended up buying it. But don't worry, guys, it's gonna be unbiased. You and your retarded Sorrow guy are all fucking worthless scum. Why can't you be retarded millennials on your channel? That's right, that comment was so good, I've put it on a t-shirt, guys. Feel free to get one down below. You can get it on a mug, on a sticker. You can get it and walk around in public and become one of the iSorrowsproductions hater fan clubs. Get one while they last, because all my merch is going to be going in a month because the Yogscats are buying me out. Scenarios. Or Dishonor brings you into an amazing new political environment. That's right, the Balkans and Eastern Europe. Have you never stayed up late wondering what exactly Hungary was doing in World War II? What about the Czechoslovakians or the Yugoslavanians? Personally, I've had many sleepless nights wondering exactly what Edward Bernays was doing in World War II. Can you reform the Austro-Hungarian Empire? Or Dishonor implements a variety of new gameplay mechanics and national focus trees for countries that really don't deserve one. These focus trees implement a variety of ideas for you and your country to do, such as go fascist, or go communist, or go democratic, or restore the Australia-Hungary Empire, which I'm sure not a million people are currently doing Let's Plays on right now. Other such amazing features is the ability to buy out-of-date Slavic equipment from the Yugoslavanians. Oh, but iSorrow, why are you talking about that? Shouldn't that be a free feature? No, you peasant swine, you have to pay £7.99 for it, you poor fucker. Of course, I have no problem with essential gameplay mechanics being locked behind paywalls because I'm part of the upper class, and me and my family have earned the right to buy out-of-date equipment from Slavic people, alright? How does it feel to play Hungary in the new DLC? It feels absolutely glug. You know what I need for £7.99? Some new equipment. Oh boys, here we go. I'm getting such a history boner right now. So starting off on my first playthrough as Hungary, I decided I wanted to be a sheep because I knew immediately every single person who has a YouTube channel will be doing a Let's Play on Australia-Hungary. And thankfully the game let me do this quite fluid. It was fluidity. It was simple. It was fluidity. It was fluid. It was fluidity. Fluidity. It was fliddy. It was fluidity. But I know you're all asking the real questions here. I know Otto seized the Hungarian crown, but what exactly is his mustache saying? What is his mustache saying? It's absolutely fucking marvellous, alright? 10 out of 10, I'll buy the DLC again. But unfortunately, I couldn't let the DLC off that easy, so I replaced him with Raphael Katona, an ex-Minecraft YouTuber who's just got out of prison for a variety of sexual assault cases. Just the man Hungary needs. Later on in the playthrough, I was presented with the anti-Comintern Pact, and Raphael already being on one register thought, hell, why not? I'll sign another. This is the part where I fill myself with self-hatred so much the Austrians just give in. Australia-Hungary. So how does the erection feel exactly when you restore Australia-Hungary? Well, I can tell you the blood has rushed thoroughly to the top of my penis. But iSorrow, there are already so many mods that you can just restore Australia-Hungary with. Why do you need to buy this DLC? Well, here's the kicker, my friend. You don't. You don't have to buy it. You guys, You don't have to buy it, alright? But we'll get more into that later, we've still got things to review. My Australia-Hungary empire is looking quite tumorous and bulbous, and the United Kingdom of France are trying to cuckold me out of the Slavic equipment that I want. And since my parents never told me no, I'm not quite used to that feeling, so I'm going to throw a temper tantrum and just invade them anyway. Is Poland a cunt? Oh, Poland, you fucking cunt! So far in the campaign, the Australian-Hungary Empire has actually been pretty fun, but was made a lot more entertaining when me and Bulgaria made the Trash Boys Alliance, an alliance for people who really enjoy trash and can't help but spend £7.99 on it. I'm a Nazi now. Around this time, the fun just seemed to stop though. I wasn't really feeling taking out Germany or the rest of the Allies, so I decided to try another campaign. But overall, I'll give this campaign 5 Minecraft sexual assaulters at Minecon out of 10. Bonus. It's me, Edward Venus, and I'm here to make Czechoslovakia great again. Wait, they were never great. Czechoslovakia is different from the other campaigns, mostly because you know you're definitely going to get fucked in the ass at every single opportunity. And since I'm a YouTuber and used to getting ass fucked, I decided to say fuck it, come at me Germany. How does it feel to have penis in your butt? Czechoslovakia is different from the other campaigns where they have just simple decisions to go left or right. Czechoslovakia has... shit. And whilst most of the national focus tree is based on the defence of Czechoslovakia, they do actually start off with light tanks too. The country that can't really get much production and it's just defensive starts with really good tanks. Like the other countries, Czechoslovakia also has a focus tree that lets you slap your big old dick of a country across everyone's face and tell them to be your bitch. Most of them have the common sense to say no though, except Yugoslavia, which is also prone to getting fucked. Oh no, I'm communist, and you know what they say, there's no safer place to be a communist than next to Nazi Germany. Around this time I realised I was going to get fucked anyway, and Hungary said no to my alliance offer, so I thought, hell, if I'm going down, I'm going to drag Hungary with me. You can't be Hungary, you can't be fucking Australia Hungary, they're fucking invincible, you fucking idiot. Funnily enough, it's actually incredibly easy to beat Hungary in a war, which is very odd as I was led to believe that Australia-Hungary was invincible, except that time it died, and stayed dead. Forever. Around this time, as your Czechoslovakia experience, you might notice a lot of angry Germans on your border. But what would Nazi Germany want with a communist state on its border that holds a German minority that is vocally trying to get back to Germany? Oh shit, I've been bamboozled. Bamboozled. Well, it appears the Germans want my land as I'm at war with Romania, so I'm sure this is going to go completely fine. Oh, Poland, you fucking... Oh wait, no, that's good. Well, apparently the Polish are going to go ahead and help me defend against the Germans, who so far have had no luck smashing into my level 10 forts. At this point in the DLC, I was slightly disappointed with the lack of an ass fuck. I came into this campaign expecting my ass to bleed, and all I found was that Yugoslavia was taking it for me. Oh fuck, Poland's doing good. I'm fairly certain this DLC has slipped Poland some performance-enhancing drugs at this point, and there is no way in hell that I'm going to let them have all of the fun here. Just when you think things can't get more bizarre, the Yugoslavians lose a war to the Italians. What? I'm sorry, Poland, but not this time. You'll get a DLC of your own one day, but it's me, Czechoslovakia, here to rule the world. Unfortunately, with Yugoslavia dead, I need to get my cheap goods from elsewhere, like communist China. Oh no, I've conquered the entire world, at least the parts that are somewhat relevant. And whilst most people might feel accomplished from this DLC and this specific campaign, I do not. I just fought 2 hours a losing battle with the Germans until they ran out of manpower. I don't know. 5 Venuses out of 10 again. Deja vu. This DLC promised a unique event-filled experience for the drab world that is Eastern Europe and the Balkans, but inevitably fell when you realise that this part of the world is unfortunately quite boring and all the same, which is exactly how most of the campaigns go. Do you go left? Do you go right? That's really it. You can go democratic if you want, but why would you want to join the Allies, am I right? So Romania is a different story, because Romania took a page out of the Italian book of warfare, and you can switch sides whenever the fuck you want. The king keeps spending all the money on stuff we don't need, like Paradox DLC. I had to spend $7.99 on this DLC, and then the Romanian king rubs it in my face by spending the rest of my money on a villa for his mistress. Romania is somewhat different from the other campaigns because it's ravished by a man called King. No, not the king. King. And whilst the rest of the world is preparing for war, King is throwing parties for people with mustaches, and I'm not invited because I can't grow a mustache. What's that? You get to go ahead and throw your dick around just like all the other ones. It's all the same. We're doing the same thing over and over. Trash Boys reunited. Round 2, Electric Boogaloo. Gotta spend $7.99 to be with you. People were worried that the DLC would be overpowered, and I just puppeted all of Eastern Europe and the Balkans. Okay. Unfortunately, the people of Greece can't afford the new DLC. There was no point giving them a focus tree, so now they're a nice shade of piss yellow. $7.99 well spent. Powerful AI intelligence. Something I haven't talked about is the fact that Sahara is now impassable. You can't walk through it. So instead, Italy has decided to just walk around it. Quite literally. And we collectively decided that the king spending money on villas and parties and DLC probably wasn't that good for the country, and thus he is dead. One thing that's good about Romania is that the Soviets want your land. What? You don't think that's fun? Well, I'm going to show you why it's fun. You see, if you click this button and say, no, Bessarabia is mine and don't give in to those filthy communists, and you follow that up by telling Churchill to fuck off and building level 10 forts all along your border with the Soviets, if you follow these steps correctly, the Soviets will just ram their troops into your border forever and ever. Romania changes its political stance more than a 14-year-old girl on Tumblr changes her gender, which you might think opens up to some varied gameplay. But it doesn't. Because the game has simply overtalked the simple actions that it is. It's a World War II strategy game. You join the Axis or the Allies, or if you want to lose loads of men, the Comintern. Personally, I don't understand why people are so upset about the DLC policy. If you don't have it, you're not missing out on much. There is a mod out there for you that can replace everything that this DLC has, for free. Sure, while the DLC shouldn't be $7.99 for 4 focus trees and the leasing of equipment really shouldn't be behind a paywall, are you missing anything by not buying this DLC? No. Not really. It doesn't really feel like anything. It feels like I've already done all of these scenarios in a mod. And killing 5.5 million Soviets is something I can do without the DLC. Of course, people have probably considered this a subpar DLC, or maybe even angry at Paradox for releasing something they consider to be, you know, a bit meh. But I'm just seeing it for what it is, really. It's just a DLC for something. It's a ease of access mod. There's some things that you can't agree with, such as the leasing of equipment being locked, but hey, I'm not going to cry about it. And if you feel like any of the reasons I've talked about are something that you would cry about, the best way for you to get your point across is to simply not buy it. Just don't buy the DLC, get a mod for it instead. Every like on this video is another dead Soviet. Closing thoughts. So after finishing up my campaigns, I came to the realization that they didn't really feel that different, honestly. They're all quite similar, and whilst I'm not upset that the DLC is overpriced, I simply instead decided to think that you're not missing out on anything if you just don't buy it. And I feel like if you do buy it and complain, I don't know what to say really. You're just kind of shooting yourself in the foot really, because it is what it is. It quite clearly states it's just 4 national focus trees for some countries and the ability to lease some equipment, but that's it. It's $7.99. Should it be $7.99? Probably not. I'd put it more down at like the £3, really. It's nothing big. It doesn't deserve to be that much, but if you don't buy it, you're not missing out on much, is what I think we can all gather from this video. I have literally nothing else to say. There's nothing new. It's just basically a few mods put together and a leasing. That's it. Bit sad, but best way to get your point across is if you don't want any of that, just don't buy it. I personally am happy with my purchase, but you know, We'll see how games turn out in the future with these new focus trees. But hey, if you enjoyed this style of video, please leave a like so I know whether to keep doing them. And hey, if you want my new t-shirts, they are linked down below in the description. Please buy one. I'm going broke from all the DLCs. Eventually they will catch up and I will die. That's not a joke. If I don't have money, I die, alright? I can't believe I'm saying this, but I need money to survive. I'm sorry guys. I hate to break to you this way. But please buy a terrible t-shirt. Or you can buy one of my old t-shirts, they'll be up for another month. And if you enjoyed this video, remember to subscribe, leave a like, and kill yourself.